Good evening. Welcome to Stay Smoky TV, Baltimore and the DMV's #1 cigar-related podcast. I am Ron, a.k.a. the Urban Leaf, a.k.a. Mr. Stay Smoky himself, a.k.a. Top Shelf Ron, a.k.a. They hate me because they ain't me, a.k.a. number 49, a.k.a. My humidor is better than yours, a.k.a. the Cigar Goat.
It's Dre No Smokes. About to get into this new episode. Before we get started, I want to say what's up to my man Black Ice.
Don't call him the super producer today, bro.
He ain't definitely not this dude. Man. He's like an hour behind schedule, but it's terrible. Yeah. Busy, where you at, Busy? Get us right, man. God damn. So what's up, bro?
So we got before we get in, let's just do our parents because we always do that first.
All right.
You know.
All right. What you got, bro?
I'm smoking this Escobar Habano. Is this Habano? Yeah. The Escobar Habano. The reason I'm smoking this cigar because if you go on Escobar.com, you type in the code URBAN, all caps. You get 20% off your complete order. So make sure you go on EscobarCigars.com, type in URBAN at checkout, all caps. You get 20% off your order.
Is that like our first commercial, yo? Or advertisement?
Yeah.
Plug situation that just happened?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
So
That's what you're smoking. What you pairing it with?
little Colonel E.H. Taylor small batch.
Got Colonel. All right. Well, today I'm smoking the Jaguar Old Yard Boy. I'm smoking that.
How many of them you got left?
Huh?
How many you got left?
That's my last one.
Oh.
This by J.C. Newman, Toro. It's climbing the ladder for me, man. It's climbing the charts for me. It's becoming one of my favorite smokes if I can get my hands on it.
We probably didn't get some down tech when we go to Houston.
Great smoke, man. I know I'm rated, but anywhere from, I done seen them like $9 to $11, $12, so it's a good smoke for that amount. But also pairing it with a little Colonel. So that's what I got.
Okay, so we got this picture down here.
Just came today.
This work of art just came in the mail today. So, in reference to this, hold on, let me look it up. I don't want to misquote myself. This picture was made by Landy Michael. We met Landy at Tampa.
It was Cigar Heritage, right?
Yeah, Cigar Heritage in Tampa in December. She was selling her art. All her art's made from cigar bands. We met her. You know, we made a good link up with her. Actually, met her and her husband. And I told her, I said, every time I get a bunch of cigar bands, I'm gonna send them to you. You don't gotta, I'm gonna send them.
Here that we did a drawing for how many was in them. Sent all them joints.
Yeah, we sent a whole bunch of bands. So this picture, she made us with some of the bands we sent her. And that's the nice picture that she made us. And she even wrote us a nice card. So if you wanna follow her, she Queen of Cigar Art 1 on Instagram. So that's Queen of Cigar Art #1, all one word, of course, on Instagram. And she's out of Gainesville, Georgia. So you can hit her up. She do custom pieces and everything. So
yeah. IG? You get IG?
Yeah, that's what it was. So she wrote us a card. It said, "Thank you truly from the bottom of my heart for sharing your cigar bands and placing your trust in me to craft this special one-of-a-kind art piece. I poured my passion into every detail, hoping it resonates with you and exceeds your expectations. I sincerely hope it brings you joy and pride. With heartfelt gratitude, Landy, Queen of Cigar Art." Landy, we greatly appreciate you.
And that was written without any goddamn AI. That was from the heart, bro.
Right, handwritten. No hallmark.
Right. Oh man, so let's get into your cigar topic of the week, bro.
Damn, I gotta keep talking?
Yeah.
All right.
It's your segment, bro.
All right, so I'm gonna just make it brief because legitimately I could talk about this shit for hours because the shit been going on since the fucking 70s. So everybody that's really into cigars knows that Cohiba Cuban or Cohiba Habano and Cohiba from General Cigars been in a trademark lawsuit for years.
Okay.
So federal court ruled for Cuba again in the against General Cigars. So General Cigars, long story short, General Cigars say that they still gonna sell their Cohibas and they just gonna appeal it again. This gotta be like the 20th appeal. So they just gonna appeal it again. So the thing is, they trying to say that how can Cuba say you infringing on our trademark when they don't abide by U.S. laws?
Okay.
But the federal court say no, they had
That's federal court.
Yes.
Okay.
So they was like basically, nah, they they ruled in favor of Cuba, but that's the argument is that they just keep saying like when the patent and trademark office they making a bunch of appeals about it, but they just basically is like, yo, it's Cuba, like.
So what is it? Is it the name that they beefing over?
It's
or?
the name.
Okay.
So then they also said that. So they also saying that Cohiba Habano actually already changed their logo. So remember, both of them had the Cohiba with the red dot and the O was the old school shit.
Right.
So now Cohiba Habano changed their image, went with the the checkerboard and a picture of the lady on a hologram, like the silhouette of the lady head on a hologram. So they like, what the fuck we still beefing for? Like we ought to switch the logo anyway. But yeah, bro, it should been going on forever.
Sounds like it's gonna keep going on for a little while. Like.
Yeah, because I mean, like, what you gonna just stop selling Cohiba? I mean, what Frank Lucas say? Call them shits blue dog shit. Like. They ain't gotta be Cohibas. Motherfuckers still gonna buy them.
Right. So that's you dumbed it down to just that.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
dumbed it
That
down.
wasn't an hour.
Yeah. Oh man, if I'd have went through and read all the shit, yeah. So that's that. So what we getting into now? These playoffs?
Let's get into playoffs a little bit, man. Playoffs.
Right.
Get into that. So.
Hold up. Let's. Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. What are you talking about? What you got?
No, go ahead. That's fine.
All right, so NBA playoffs, man. As we sit today, just the Eastern Conference Finals. Sorry, it ain't the finals. The conference, the divisional portion of the playoffs. We got the Cavs and the Pacers, and we got the Celtics and the Knicks. Right now, like I said, as we speak today, it might be different what time this come out. The Pacers is up on the Cavs 3-1, and as I look up at the TV right now, Cleveland is up in Game 5.
Yep.
And Celtics and Knicks last night. The Knicks had another big win over the Celtics.
That's because Superman went down, bro. I think, he was going, bro.
What did you just call him?
That's he did the commercial, Superman.
Wow.
You didn't see the commercial?
I saw it, but I didn't think he was actually going to call.
So, he did the commercial, bro.
But yeah, that was that. I'm a diehard Laker fan. I don't want shit good to come to the Celtics. But being a sportsman that I am, I never want to see my opponent get hurt.
Right.
I respect my opponent, man. JT, he a baller. I know we got.
Bro, he was on the verge of getting 50, bro.
Yeah, he was balling out, man. So it's respect for JT. I don't like him, but I respect him. But I hope he recovers soon, man. Look like it's going to be a long, gruesome recovery because he had surgery this morning.
Right.
And ended with, he had that shit in 24 hours. Bro.
Right, that's
to be bad.
That's one of the advantages of being worth 300-400 million.
Right,
when you don't need a doctor's appointment, you don't need a referral.
Yeah.
You just go to the doctor the next day and they sew you up.
Yeah, man. But like, I kind of figured it was Achilles from the way that he went down, cause he ain't twisted enough, and he just tried to plant off his right foot, and he grabbed that joint. So I was like, yo, that's his Achilles.
So let me ask you this question. When you look at these playoffs, right, like to me, the Cavs and the Pacers, I really haven't been following this series, honestly, because to me, this shit ain't blockbuster. So do you think that it's any WWE shit saying like, because like nobody want to see the Pacers or the Cavs technically in the Eastern Conference Finals. Nobody really want to see the Pacers.
Except people in Cleveland and people in India.
Right. So, I mean, we talk about national worldwide TV. Nobody want to see.
I wouldn't be mad at seeing Cleveland in there. I mean, Donovan be balling, yo. He be balling. And they had the best team in the Eastern Conference all season. I wouldn't be mad to see Cleveland in it.
Bro, the Cavs will get swept by OKC or Minnesota.
That's if they got to
if they made it, yeah.
But like they, you know,
that's my point.
It'll be a good series with them if the Knicks make it now. That'll be a good series. You know what I mean?
Right. So my point is, I ain't talking about the Eastern Conference Finals. I'm talking about the NBA Finals, the primetime shit. So like nobody want to see the Pacers.
But you asked an interesting question
in a primetime game.
You said, do I think it has a little WWE in it?
Yeah.
And it's funny that you said that because on the radio they were saying this morning that some of the, you know, sports organizations are classing themselves as sports entertainment. And when you classify yourself as sports entertainment, like you can't hold them liable for like, if you ever find out, for example, like a game, the outcome of a game was fixed.
Right.
You can't come after them because it's entertainment.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like basically like the WWE, the
right.
outcome is determined.
Right.
So I learned that shit just this morning driving to work, bro. Like I don't know if the NBA is like that. I think they said Major League Baseball. One of them sports organizations they said is classified as sports entertainment. And I thought that shit was wild, bro.
Right. So that's why I'm like, bro, don't nobody want to see the Pacers in the finals, bro.
Our best team win. I'm gonna watch whoever in it, bro. I'm a sportsman.
Now I'm kind of wishing that I hope the Knicks make it to the finals.
I'm kind of sideways pushing for the Knicks.
Who you want to come out the West?
I told you, the Nuggets. I told you the Nuggets.
Nah.
And I'm something like Negro Diamonds too, bro.
Oh,
because I sat here and I told you, who was here? I think that's when Rel was here. I don't remember who was here, but we was talking about the Celtics, and I said I could see the Celtics going down, especially, you know, if Porzingis ain't right. I said Porzingis is the key element to that team.
You said
did
that.
I not? You remember that?
Yeah.
And look at him. He can't get out there and ball. They said he got some type of illness where he can't keep his stamina up or whatever.
Right.
So, bro, like, start listening to me, yo. I'm Negro Dimes.
I mean, that's why I keep you around, yo, because you know a little something. You know a little something.
Yeah. So, don't you owe me a stick?
I do.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure we're gonna buy each other cigars all week, bro.
No, I'm not. My credit card, bank card up.
All right, so now if what's the finals? What, June? Second week of June? Third week of June? Something like that.
Yeah.
Bro, if the Knicks go, bro, we might gotta go up to New York. I ain't never been to a finals game before.
Yeah, we could do that.
I want to sit next to 50 Cent, you know.
But speaking on the final shit, I ain't. I'm gonna be up in the heavens. But I think the playoffs is kind of losing its luster a little bit because you got the top guys not playing. Like, well, even though the Knicks was legitimately beating the Celtics,
they were
before JT went down. It was only like 3-some minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
But Curry being out of the Warriors-Wolves series,
that make that whack.
right? But I will say, Excuse me. I'll take a drink of water. I will say, yo, Ant-Man went nuts last night, bro.
Yeah, he
went ape shit.
bro, he
was going off Mountain Dew, bro. he wasn't playing last night, bro. Ant-Man was on.
I like Anthony Edwards, man.
Yeah,
He a baller for real.
Now, to pose that same question about the West, I wouldn't be mad to see any 4 of these teams.
I don't want to see Denver, bro.
You don't want to see Denver?
Yeah, no. I know Margaret's gonna kill me because she like Russell Westbrook, but
How you gonna be a Denver Bronco fan but don't even want to see the Denver Nuggets?
I want to see I want to see the young boys.
They all young.
No, I mean like Shane or Ant-Man.
Who the hell is Shane? Who you talking?
SGA.
Oh, Shay.
Shay, yeah.
Who the fuck is Shane, yo?
Shane.
Shane Mosley? What you talking about, yo?
You know what I'm talking about? SGA.
SGA. Okay.
All right, I want to see one. It's time to pass the torch, bro.
So who you? What's your finals? Not tell me who you would like to see and who you believe is going to be in it.
That's the same answer.
Okay, so what's the answer?
Oh no, that ain't the same answer.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be what I would like to see is the Knicks and Minnesota, but I think it's gonna be the Knicks and OKC.
I think it's going to be Knicks, Nuggets.
So
No, I'm sorry. I would like for it to be Knicks, Nuggets, but it's probably going to be Knicks, Thunder. Probably going to be
Knicks, Thunder.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it's probably going to be Knicks, Thunder. I can go with you on that.
I take Knicks and Minnesota against Knicks, OKC, double or nothing.
What you mean you're gonna take it? What are we talking about?
On a stick.
All right, so what are you asking me?
When the finals,
Okay.
I say that it's gonna be the Knicks and Minnesota.
Okay.
You say it's gonna be the Knicks and OKC, double or nothing.
Fuck it right now. Okay, that's fair. Whatever. So keeping with the NBA, we had the NBA lottery last night, which I think is a huge conspiracy, but I know.
Bro, that's another thing, bro. I just saw something about that today too, where they was like, now remember when the draft lottery, they used to do the lottery balls and the machines and show that shit. Yeah, they used to show that shit on TV. Bro, when that dude came out there with all them folders, I was like, what a lottery? I ain't really watched it in a while.
Yeah. You had rooting interest this year.
Yeah, I wanted to see my man Cooper flag where he was going and shit. Bro, I was like, dog, 1.8% chance. But, who was that talking about that shit? Where?
You know that shit was fixed, right?
Right. Well, I don't know. But what they were saying is they trying to
sports entertainment.
No, Adam Silver. No, that's the reason why Adam Silver do the lottery more like this, because they don't believe in
tanking
and you saying we're gonna tank and we're gonna lose and you get the best player on the board.
Is though,
because the worst teams ain't get shit.
So, my point. I watched a few, us being in this region, I watched a few Wizards games this year.
Right.
They not tanking. They legitimately not a good team right now.
Right.
So you're not giving them a chance to get better. You keeping them in the cellar by not letting them get some of the top talent out of college. So I disagree. I mean, it has its pros and cons.
Right.
You know, it has its pros and cons. It do keep teams from tanking, but I think it should be more fair for the teams that's at the bottom. So how could the Wizards get better than that? Because none of the free agents want to go there.
Right. They gonna have to. I mean, they still got to do it through the draft.
How they gonna do it through the draft? Is every year in the lottery they not picking first. They I think they like 8th or something, bro. Like,
Bro, but the eighth player in the country is still good.
He ain't Cooper Flag.
Ain't nobody Cooper Flag this year.
I'm just saying. But even though Cooper Flag, we'll talk about Cooper Flag. But
I'm trying, bro. If he get picked up,
rigged, yo.
if he get picked up to go to Dallas, bro, this shit gonna. No, I mean, when he get picked up to go to Dallas, wait, this shit gonna cost me a lot of money. Like, I'm gonna go to Vegas and see the summer league games and all that. I want to see everything. I want to see it all.
I'm not doing it.
Why? I'm gonna go to Vegas though.
I'm not doing it. I don't want to see no fucking Cooper Flag. Fuck, I want to see him from.
Cause he the #1 draft pick.
I don't care.
So you don't think if they say Kyrie ain't gonna probably be back till like December?
Okay, street clothes will be there.
Yeah, but I'm saying once the three of them get on the floor, bro, you think they gonna? You think?
I see.
Like my question is, do you think that make them a contender?
No, it don't automatically make them a contender.
We got Luka and that pushed us up, and then we lost, but it got us to the playoffs.
But Cooper Flag got to prove himself, man. It's not like he going to just take the league by storm first year.
So it ain't no players that ever did that?
Yes, but it's no saying that he's going to do that.
He gonna do it.
Okay. Let's see. I ain't going to doubt him.
He from Duke.
I ain't going to doubt him. Okay. Be careful with that statement, because think about how many players from Duke actually came in the league and made an impact.
Right.
So that's, you kind of proving my point.
Kyrie Irving.
Can you really call Kyrie a Duke, yo? He only played like 8 games. Only played like 8 games with Duke, yo.
That's true.
Look at Zion. Zion was can't miss. Look at him now.
He in New Orleans, bro.
He's slutting out damn porn stars.
He porn stars and eating crawfish. He good down there.
Right, baby.
Hey, what are you doing?
Come on, bro. What are you doing?
Guy, yo. Worst sound guy ever, bro.
Busy, please hit us up.
Yo, what are you doing, yo? See, that's how sound be fucked up.
Crack baby, yo. Alright, man. NFL schedule release, bro. I didn't really get to see too much of that. I was busy.
The schedule, full schedule didn't come out
The
yet.
full schedule didn't come out, but they announced some teams.
The Broncos and the Chiefs play on Christmas. The Broncos and the Jets play in. What are you doing, bro? Come on.
Put that shit on silent, man. Yo, so
Broncos and the Jets play in London, October 12th.
it's one team that played back to back.
Minnesota.
Minnesota, yeah.
They play in UK twice, back to back weeks.
Yeah.
But
Ravens don't have no teams across. No games across seas. That's good.
so yeah, we got the Jets in London, and then we got the Chiefs on Christmas.
Ain't Philly playing overseas too?
Now Philly played a season opener against the Cowboys at home.
I know you're not a Ravens fan, right? But your wife is, so this affect your wallet. How many primetime games you think the Ravens gonna get this year?
Y'all do good in prime time. Y'all get a few games.
No, I'm just saying, like, I think Lamar being like, I think he's the first player
You
the
mean
Ravens had.
home?
No, prime time, whether it's home or away.
Oh,
Prime time,
Thursday night.
night
yeah.
game.
I mean, I don't know.
I think they're gonna get at least 5 or 6.
Well, it depends
I
on.
say 4 at least.
Well, but then that shit could switch with the flex once the end of the season and
Well, yeah.
Flex.
No, I'm just saying, like at the
Initially?
beginning of the season, if they say, when they come out with the schedule, I think they're gonna have at least 2 Monday night games. They're gonna have like 2 Sunday night games. Of course, they're gonna have their Thursday night games.
right.
And they the past couple years they played on Christmas night or whatever. So it might be some shit like that.
But yeah, I know we're not going to the Chiefs and the Broncos on Christmas because it's gonna be too cold.
I'm hearing that the Ravens might be playing Buffalo the first game of the season this year.
At home.
In
For the
Buffalo,
home,
in Buffalo, but it might be Sunday night or Monday night game. That's what I'm hearing. I got sources, bro.
Well, I hope y'all home opener not the same as ours, but we slated for the Broncos home opener this year. So we're gonna fly to Denver to the Broncos home opener. So I hope y'all's not.
That's a 1 o'clock game?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you don't know the time, Jeff.
Oh, it was 200 degrees below zero when you go.
No, it's gonna be early in the year, bro. That's why we're going to the home opener. So that and what about your man? Your man JT? He got released since the last time he was on here, right? Justin Tucker.
Yeah.
That's where my stick come from.
I know, but
Yeah, I already knew that was gonna happen. I told you he would not make it to the season as the Ravens kicker.
so you think somebody can pick him up?
Yeah,
No.
watch.
Who won that
He
controversy?
might not be on the team when the season start, but somebody kicker gonna go down and somebody gonna have Justin Tucker, bro.
Or somebody kicker gonna
shit.
suck?
Huh?
This
Or
shit.
somebody kicker gonna suck and then get him?
Yeah, he gonna get picked
This
up.
shit. You
Yeah.
think so?
Yes.
I could see that.
Put a stick on.
I put a stick on.
Not none of them cheap shit you buy.
I don't buy no cheap sticks, bro. I don't buy anything cheap, actually. But anyway, we ain't gonna get into that.
So what about
We was discussing baseball a little bit too,
oh yeah,
because
Pete Rose?
Manfred, the commissioner of Major League Baseball, he not only Pete Rose, a lot of players that was
What's his name?
blackballed.
Barefoot, somebody from the Negro League or something?
Yeah, shoeless somebody.
Yeah, Shoeless Jackson.
Yeah, something like that.
Shoeless Joe Jackson.
Yep,
Shoeless Joe
that's his
Jackson.
name. Yep.
He was accused of throwing the World
You
Series.
probably remember watching him on TV, don't you?
Yeah. He was accused of throwing the World Series back in the day. He was blackballed. Well, his whole team. But
It didn't matter.
so now they taking off the blackball. They ain't saying they're gonna go in this year. They're just eligible.
So, before you came, I was looking at this shit and they was saying, I read the article earlier and they was like, Donald Trump was on their ass about it. And he was like, yo, a lifetime ban. He's like, they did. So, posthumously, they was like, you should just let him in now. So, I forgot who the player was they was saying that actually played on the Reds with Pete Rose and the guy that they was interviewing. And he was like, bro, he said, if I get announced in a Hall of Fame class with Pete Rose, he said he committed the ultimate sin by betting on the game. He's like, they said, like a lot of players is against that shit. They was like, I mean, it's not like, God bless the dead. It's not like he can show up at the Hall of Fame event, sign baseballs or whatever. But he was like, bro, he committed the ultimate no against that shit, and they against him even getting nominated for that shit now.
When did people get so goddamn holy, bro?
I'm dead. That's
Come
what
on,
they
man.
say.
People do fucked up shit all the time. Like, nah, I don't think that's right, yo. I don't think that shit right. That man, when he retired, man, they called this man Charlie Hustle, bro.
Yeah.
He left the game with the most hits in baseball, bro. Over 3,000 some hits when he left baseball.
I had the baseball sign from him.
Nah, man, like, you know, he lied about the shit for a long time. Then he eventually came clean about it. So I don't think they should carry him like that, bro. Like, he made his mistake, man, and
Right, and he not even here to defend himself about the shit no more.
Let the man go into the hall, man. I believe he should have been able to live to see himself go in there. There's people that did a lot worse than Pete Rose that made it to the top of their industries, yo. So come on, man, stop.
Yeah, that's
Some
true.
bullshit. Motherfuckers can kill people, man. So that's some bullshit. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. All right, so
Did you watch the UFC? Watch some UFC this week? You ain't
I
watch it?
didn't, man. I ain't get to catch it.
You suck, bro.
It wasn't really a card that caught my attention.
I thought you watched all them shits.
I do. If I was just sitting around doing nothing, I would have watched it. But it was nothing making me say I got to see the UFC. Yeah, I didn't see it this weekend. I didn't see the boxing either this weekend. So I really just slipped it.
Oh, yeah. You suck.
Yeah. Per usual, man, we're gonna go into our man Scott continuing the good fight against cancer. His GoFundMe is still available if y'all guys wanna donate to his cause, man. Help him beat the fuck out of cancer because he's gonna do that.
We're gonna get the raffle together for the
Black don't wanna hear that.
for the what is it called? Cooler door.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that together soon. When we come back from Houston, that's
Black little project.
Yeah.
He taking that personal.
that ain't his project. That motherfucker ain't gonna get no raffle tickets.
I got the cooler door. Shit.
When we come back from Houston, that's our number one priority.
All right, so we coming.
Scott Strong.
Scott Strong, baby. We got some events coming up, man. Our last episode, we had Darrell and Sharice Brown on Brown Leaf Cigar. They told everybody about the smoking section tour. That's going to be the 20th through the 25th. So that's next week. If you're going to be in the Baltimore area, not going to Houston, bear with me because they got a lot going on. I want to plug all this because it's going to give revenue to all the local spots here in Baltimore.
Yeah, I need to put that shit on our page too.
Yeah. Tuesday, May 20th at 6. The event is going to be at Clubhouse Cigar. That's going to be 2437 St. Paul Street. Nice little spot. Most of the time, everybody sit outside, smoke there. Wednesday the 21st, you got Legacy Cigar. That's going to start at 7. That's 6333 Bel Air Road here in Baltimore.
Yeah, that's Whiskey Wednesday.
That's Whiskey Wednesday. That's real popular around here in the city. That's starting at 7. Thursday the 22nd, we got Burnt Leaf Cigar over on the west side. That's 9900 Liberty Road. Real good look over there. That's starting at 6 o'clock. Then we got Friday. They got the Ditch Day going on at Vino Wine Bar. Sitting outside by the water, smoking, drinking, having a good time. That start at 12. The address for Vino is 905 South Ann Street in Baltimore. Then after that event concludes, they're going to have an event at the Gallery. That's going to be 1320 Ricestown Road. That's in Pikesville, Maryland. That's starting at 7 o'clock.
Z, we still gonna get over there to you.
Don't get over there, Z, I promise. And Saturday, we got an event at David Cigars. That's 1011 Light Street. That's a good spot because that's my birthday. Baltimore, that started at 2 o'clock.
That's your birthday.
That's my birthday. The address is my birthday, 1011.
Oh, I want to say your birthday in May, dumbass dummy.
After that event concludes, you got the event is going to go to Fire Smoke Cigar Lounge, 6827 Lock Raven Boulevard, Suite A, 8 o'clock. Then they're going to close it out on Sunday at Dan's Cigar Lounge, 8300 Bravo, Pulaski Highway, Rosedale, Maryland. That's going to start at 12. And the final event of the day is going to be at Top Dollar Cigar. That's 8041 Fort Smallwood Road. That's in Curtis Bay, Maryland. That start at 5. So it's a whole week of events. As I said, when Rel and Reese was here, man, they're two people who bringing all these lounges together. It hasn't always been easy for everybody to get together and come together and do something like this together. I think it's going to be a real dope look. Me and Ron planning to be here next year for it if they hold it at the same time. At least that's the plan for now.
Yeah.
Subject to change.
All right.
Also the same week, May 20th through the 25th, you got Houston Cigar Week. Me and Ron to be down
Yeah,
there.
motherfuckers, we coming in hot.
Black coming with us this year.
He coming in late though. He ain't coming in hot though.
Coming in late, but Black gonna be down with us this year. Yeah, we looking forward to that, man. We've been going. I've been going the past three, 4 so years.
This will be my 4th out of the out of 5.
This is my third this year.
Yeah, this is my 4th out of 5.
Yeah, so we looking forward to that. Then when we go into June, you got the ISG Boys First Friday over at Dan Cigar Lounge. Again, I already gave the address for that. That's from 7-11, June 6th. If you're going to be in, I always mess this up every time I say it, the Lithonia, Georgia area.
Just say Atlanta, bro.
Atlanta. Look, I guess it's
if you're going to be in the A.
Yeah, Atlanta County somewhere.
Yeah.
Cigar Life guy, oh God, Dave. I'm sure we're going to see him down Houston Cigar Week.
Of course, I got my, hey Dave, I got my shirt on.
Yeah. Him and Cigar Mike having a birthday band, 6947 Main Street in the Georgia area. That's going to be June 27th. June 18th through the 22nd, we got Philadelphia Cigar Week. Me and Ron talking about possibly hitting that up as well. Stay tuned for that. that's all we got for upcoming events. We can get into our parents, bro.
I forgot my dumbass dummy of the week.
That's what I forgot. Blacking these goddamn microphones to have me distracted.
So,
Dumbass dummy.
our dumbass dummy of the week is a gentleman by the name of Daystar Shamul Shua Peterson, better known as Tory Lanez. This guy went to jail for allegedly shooting Megan Thee Stallion in the foot. He got 10 years. The dude was offered protective custody. He said he wanted gym pop. They put him in gym pop. What make him the dumbass dummy of the week? He famous. He asked for gym pop.
That's general population for y'all who haven't been in jail. Black people we was talking about.
He posted some pictures all over the internet last week with his grays on, with his little muscles, with his homeboys. You know, the prison pose with the one leg up and the arm crossed. They posted the pictures last week. Yesterday, day before yesterday, this motherfucker get stabbed 14 times.
Don't laugh how he said it. Not because it happened. Go ahead.
Both his lungs collapsed, all that shit. He was in critical condition, but they took him off the breathing machine and said he was talking normal. He better. And like I was telling Margaret, I was like, yo.
On PC now, lady.
Probably. I was like, them.
They ain't got a choice now.
I said them H-Town hotties. I said them H-Town hotties probably got to him. She said it ain't no H-Town hotties in jail. I was like, you shitting me.
Margaret ain't never been in jail.
No, that motherfucker in prison.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Tory Lanez is our dumbass dummy of the week for not going to PC. He could have avoided all that shit.
Yeah.
So, let's get to our parents.
Get into yours, bro. Because you getting paid for yours.
So, this Escobar Habano, I had it before. It's true to the Habano blend. It's blended by AJ, so you already know how that go. He don't miss. I'm gonna give this with the E.H. Taylor. I'm gonna give it 4 puffs, but it's a good smoke. So also, still don't forget, you go on Escobars.com, put in the code URBAN, all uppercase, and you get 20% off your order. So that's my parent.
Mine, I was smoking the Yagua. I like to call it the Yad Boy.
You always nickname some shit.
Right. Again, it's made by Newman. I think this has a Nicaraguan.
Yeah, most of that shit Nicaraguan in the
filler. Like I said, climbing the chart for me, moving up the chart as like one of my best smoke. Actually, Mike Russian, that was here on the show.
Yeah, he gave us a
He was the rep at one First Fridays I went to. He the one that actually said, "Bro, try it out."
But he gave us some when he was here. He gave us some.
I never smoked it.
Oh.
But he told me to try it out in there.
Okay.
And I got it, and I told Warnie about it. Now Warnie hooked on him. And like I said,
good, because I'm tired of him smoking them Esteban Carreras and shit.
Like couple people that I told to try them out. Everybody seemed to love them, man. Like I said, it's a good budget smoke. Not very expensive at all. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4. It's one of my favorites now. We're moving up the charts. I keep it at a 4 with the sauce. Yeah, that's all I got on that, bro.
All right, that's cool.
We got some birthdays that either is today or has passed.
Yeah.
Our guy Marcel.
Cello.
Went and celebrated his birthday with him at Fire and Smoke on Saturday.
You went up there?
Yeah, I went through.
He ain't called me. I was in the bed, but
Thank you. Thank you. So hung out with him for a little bit, smoked with him.
Yeah, he's still supposed to check in, yo. You need adult supervision, yo. I be needing to know where you at.
I don't. I ain't even drink that night. He'll tell you, I ain't drink that night. Today is our guy, Smoke with Pop.
Joe Nathan, man.
Joe Nathan. Today his birthday.
Whole government?
Big up to him. Black Ice coming on camera, but before before he go into what he want to say, real important what he want to say, but I want to give a big, I ain't put this on our itinerary, bro, but I want to give a big shout out to our man Rodney Harrison, bro.
Yes, definitely.
He defended his
Dissertation.
and
I almost you fucked that word up.
I almost fucked it up. He did well. He passed, and we could officially call my guy Dr. Rodney Harrison.
Indeed.
Man. I'm super proud of this dude, man. So he now on gonna be known as Dr. Rod, bro.
Yeah, Dr. Running Rod.
Dr. Running Rod. So salute to him.
Salute to that. That's good shit right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good shit, bro.
Yeah. What you got, Black?
Well, I lost my mom the week before Mother's Day, on Sunday. I did get a chance to see her. She was in the hospital. Mom made it to 92 years old. She lived a beautiful life. And I missed her Mother's Day because I always call her, like, Mom, what you want to do today? At 92, I done gave her every gift I could ever think of.
You ain't ever buy no car.
I gave her money. Enough to buy a car. Man, that's all good. Just for Mom, dude.
Yeah, man. Long life, man.
Yeah.
Long life, man.
God rest her soul.
Yeah, man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
One thing I must say, if your parents are still alive, cherish them, especially Mom. You know, you only got but one mother and father. You gotta honor them.
Yeah, that's how I don't know how motherfuckers don't go see their mother on Mother's Day.
Some people do, some people don't. But a lot of people,
This crackhead right
I
here.
noticed that wood.
when they gone, that's when you gonna miss them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
So,
yeah, man, our heart go out to you, brother.
indeed.
My cousin told me, say, I know your mom was good because you's a good guy. No
He ain't
doubt.
know you well then.
That's my cousin, my first cousin.
He don't know you well. But what I will say is, man, if anything, man, take some happiness, man, that she lived to be 92 years old.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
You know
indeed.
what I mean? Long life, man. Just be, I ain't gonna say just be, but be happy about that, bro. You had a long time, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, she had to be about 92. That motherfucker 70.
I'm a
Act
baby
just like
boy.
Act like he's 70.
Oh, so, yeah. So, dang, how was that picture?
She's 20.
Damn.
But she had my
Yeah, he
first
look
brother.
like she fresh from out the cotton field on that motherfucker, yo.
Straight from your bone.
So, we coming in hot to Houston. Me and Dre will be there Tuesday.
I'm the backup.
Black will be there Thursday. We probably try to get some candid on-spot interviews and shit.
We'll do the next episode down there. Well,
No, I mean, we could get some footage and I can put it together when we get back. But yeah, we can do some shit.
Too busy, bro.
Nah, bro, but we could just take the camera over to the meet and greet and just wire people up, ask them a couple questions or whatever, shout them out, whatever. So we gonna poke the camera in a few people's faces, because everybody be in town like Thursday, Friday or whatever. So during the day, some quick shit.
Let's work on camera, bro.
Oh Lord.
Talk about the podcast.
So yeah, we looking forward to that Houston 5th year anniversary. So
We coming.
we coming in hot.
Got me. I'm being good this year.
Yeah, right. We coming in hot, bro. We can have a good time, bro.
I ain't drinking this year.
Shit. Swin Dre every day.
Every day. I need that on.
put that on a t-shirt.
Right. Swin Dre every day.
Yeah.
So we be down there and that's all we got.
Yeah. All right, bro. What we gonna do?
Stay smoky, baby.
Peace.
Peace out.